This is just a quick video comparing Humanscale M10 monitor arm versus Ergotron HX monitor arm. Right now I have the M10 hooked up. This is just a cover plate to go there. I'm already leaning towards the Ergotron. I just like the look of it, even though I have all my other attachments are black clamps everywhere. I thought I would keep all the attachments black, but I actually like the finish. I like the robotic look of the Ergotron arm, so most likely I'm going to keep that, but let's see what happens at the end of this video. My monitor is a MultiSync NEC PA322UHD monitor. It's 32 pounds. So this holds, the M10 does 48 pounds max, and this does the Ergotron is 42 pounds. My monitor is 32, I'm good either way. Lengthwise, they're about the same, I believe. I'll show you on the front end when they're fully extended. Some differences here, pardon the mess. On the bottom, the M10 gets connected with two heavy-duty bolts. They use the Allen key tool right here, and you just tighten them until you can't anymore. The Ergotron, it's similar. It just has these heavy-duty knobs, which I like, that you could just tighten it by your hand, no tool needed. It has two of those as well. You could see them in there. The base mount of the clamp on the M10, it has this place to put. It comes with two Allen keys, or the big tool and then the regular Allen key. And then it comes with a cover plate here, which I don't have it mounted on there. Actually, in any case, you could see it feels a little cheap, because even this little tooth right there broke already, right where my thumb is. You could see there's the tooth in the other three corners. When I took it out of the box, it was already broken, and then I noticed something jiggling around somewhere, and that's where I found this piece here. So that's the main difference. Like, you can store your Allen keys here on the M10. There's nothing up here on the Ergotron, but it's a pretty nice finish there. It's just clean finish. So the two Allen keys it comes with, the main one, which you use for the monitor tightening or loosening depending on the weight of your monitor. And then this one, I'm not sure where this one gets used yet, but we'll see. There's no place to store these on the Ergotron, I don't think. In any case, that's not a big deal. Just throw it in a drawer for me. Let me look at this. Let me show you the M10 from the front. It's just mounted with 100mm spacing, VESA, and then this plate goes on here. To me, this feels cheap. It's just like, it goes on, that's fine. But it feels cheap, like the base one. Like, it's just on there enough. So just for your information. And then you have your places where you tighten the arm for the tension and the up and down. Whoops, it's tight. Yeah, so that one is in here. And then you have your other Allen keys, holes to tighten the tilting of the monitor, and then you have the other one down here on the bottom side right there for the panning. All right, so let's just take a quick look from the front. Okay, so here's the front view of the M10 hooked up on the back, and I'll just swing it around so you can see. So this is a 30-inch wide deep desk. So let's rotate the arm around. There we go. And let me see if I can swing this through here. It's a little tight. Okay. There. You can see the monitor is dropping, so I'll need to tension. I don't normally use the monitor out this far, so let me see if I can just tension. There we go. So the tension is good in the arm now. I turn this around, and I have it's pretty much fully extended to the front, and if I push it up, there you go. It's staying, no problem. So that's the Humanscale M10. Let's rotate that. And you'll see that it does have this, it has like a plastic piece there for cable management, and then it has one here, and then it has one on this little disc. The plate slips out and you put in, you run the cables there as well. For the Ergotron, there is no plastic. It's just 2 Velcros for running the cables at this point, and then it does have a plate that slides out and you run the cables through the rest of it, similar to the bottom of the M10, and this is the HX once again. So I'm gonna just move the monitor now onto this one. You'll see the plate that the VESA plate that attaches to the monitor in a moment. This was the M10 plate. I just took it off. It's just Phillips screwdriver. And the nice thing with the plate for the Ergotron HX is that it does have those 4 screws, M4s. Comes with these nice quick knobs instead. So I'm gonna put these on for the plate. I think if I could go tool free, even better. So, and it does actually come with some attachments if you're trying to do a 200mm pattern, things like that. But we're just doing a 100mm pattern right here, and these guys just pop in very quick. So I like that. Super fast. And so now I'll just put this on the arm so you can take a look. You can see that the Humanscale comes out this distance. So it looks like it comes out an inch further. So you are aware of that. And back here, they look pretty much the same as far as their reach and everything else. So just for reference. Finally got the monitor mounted onto the Ergotron HX, and something to note is that this in here, the tilting joint, it's greasy, so I got that on my hands a little bit. That wasn't a problem with, nothing's exposed on the M10, which is nice. And if you're trying to tighten the lift on it, you have to push this. The monitor, when I first put it on, it was very low, and you have to access this screw right here, right behind the monitor. You can see that there's grease on the key, on the Allen key. Now, if this is not, there you go. This is engaged now. Actually, no, it's not engaged. If you want to tighten this, you have to push this. You know what? Let me take that out. All right, take that out. You have to push this to the maximum position. Mine is, I set it up already, but I'm just trying to show you that if this is not at the maximum position, let's see. See, now the key is engaged, and if I tighten it, I can turn it, I can loosen it, turn. That's for the vertical, the up and down. You see, that's pretty good. Push it back up. That's all set. On the M10, that same screw for vertical is in here. This panel just swivels away, and then the screw is right there. So this is a way more convenient position than right behind the monitor. Just something to be aware of. Let me pull out the monitor at full length just to see. All right, so here's the Ergotron HX, pretty much extended and adjusted for weight. So this is at the highest position. If I bring it down, it's fine. It's fine at the upward position, and everything's good. I think the main thing is that this connection's a little greasy. This is not a quick connection. This is actually a quick connection here, where the VESA plate on the M10 that mounts to the monitor, there's a button here. Let me see, can I push it? Yeah, this button right here, you can release the monitor from this part using this button here. On this one, on the Ergotron, there's actually 2 screws mounted. It's 2 screws and 2 washers that you fasten. Once you drop this in place, it's the black with this white part right here. Once you drop that onto this little section here, then you just hard fasten it with 2 screws and 2 washers. So it's not a quick connection anymore. I don't really know if that's long-term, if that's going to be a problem for me, because yeah, I don't really intend to be moving monitors all the time, or at all, really. And if you did need to remove the monitor, you could always just tilt. Let me see, like, yeah, if you wanted to tilt it and then remove the thumb screws, the quick knobs, remove those, and then you can just slide the monitor off. This is 32 pounds, so it's a little cumbersome to do that, but at the same time, it's a little hard even just getting the monitor, lifting the monitor off of this, unless you're in a very clear open space. So actually, when I removed it from here, I swung the monitor out that way so that I was able to take the monitor off from the back end of the table. It was a little easier. That's the main difference there. And so, like I said, this has just some Velcros hiding the cable here, and then you have this plate that pops off, and then you hide the cables the rest of the way. You have this plastic area where you hide the cables through here, and then on the bottom of the M10 you have a similar plate over here. You hide the cables through there. So even though this has the quick connection, the quick knobs here, which I liked, and I liked the robotic look of the white finish is pretty nice on this, but I like the fact that there's no grease on this connection here on the M10, and that the tightening, the lift is back here and not behind the monitor. Like, you have to access that. I can't just walk around to the back side of the monitor and tighten it. I have to do this, basically, lift the monitor. If I ever needed to adjust it again, I have to just put the monitor at a 90-degree and maximize the height of this, and then I can adjust it. And this is going to get grease on it, I believe. Let me just see. Yeah, there's some grease on it again, so it's a little bit annoying having to clean the tools if you ever have to adjust it, but maybe you never have to adjust it. So those are just kind of some of the differences. Knowing this now, I believe I'm leaning towards the M10, even though I really like the clamp connection on the Ergotron with just the two knobs, the heavy duty knobs. And this one, you have to screw on. You have to use the Allen tool, similar to this one, to screw it down from the bottom. I just like this one, the M10, because I guess because there's no grease involved. It's just cleaner. And as a bonus, I suppose, the area where you can put your tools right in here. You see that they sit there, and then they get hidden. They get hidden with this plate. So, like I said, unfortunately, this is kind of cheap, and this already was broken in the packaging. There's no tooth there. There's a tooth there. So I believe I'm going to stay with the M10. I'll just get a replacement for this. The tools can hide over there. So that's pretty much it. So I hope this video comparison helped a little bit with the M10 and the Ergotron. At least I got the black finish, so all my other clamp-ons, it's mostly Wally stuff from Amazon. They work out really nice. And now I just have all my attachments that's black, and then contrasting with the white desk for anybody that cares about that. Hopefully, sorry for all the mess, but I hope that this video helped you out if you were trying to decide between these two arms. Thank you.